Good morning, Don in London, November the 28th. My video is all about addiction and recovery. My story of addiction, 35 years long, alcohol, my substance, and my behaviour could be equally cross-addicted into people, places and things. Self-will, self-obsession, not really realising that's what I was doing, because I only saw the world through my eyes and not another person's eyes. Until, of course, we do. And even then, when we put aside self-will and self-obsession, because we've done it with our thinking, we're still doing it. So, these days, I ask myself in the morning, how am I feeling? Why? What can I do? And it's been a strange week where insomnia has been back. But it's been a strange insomnia, because even when at 4 in the morning, I'm asking myself, how am I feeling? And the answer is happy. And then I fall asleep, then everything's okay. So what keeps me sane on a daily basis and less of an insomniac and less concentrating on drink is a fellowship, and that fellowship is AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't speak for AA. It's full of unique, authentic people who always speak for themselves. We all always speak for ourselves, and we share experience, strength and hope of recovery, one day at a time. So a one-day program of endeavour. It's not about self-will or trying to bend the world to my outlook. It's me seeing the world as it is, and what I can do, what's possible, with freedom of choice, based on my life experience. So it's not wishful thinking, it's actual living. So AA, part of my story, I share about AA and what it is from this little card, better than I can. And also the Daily Reflections, which is a book to inspire us to reflect on our current situation, living in the day. So, what is AA? Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution. It does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. So as a fellowship, it's all about a focus on sober, unity, service and recovery. And in that, people are trying to be open, honest and willing to change on a daily basis. And part of open, honest and willing is that we do share all our affiliations, politics, religion, faith, but no one's suggesting you adopt those particular outlooks. You come in with your outlook and you develop your own outlook. It's all about freedom of choice in the moment, and I can do that better without a drink. So it's very pertinent to talk about freedom, and the individual being able to make their way is paramount. It's all about open, honest and willing to live life normally, live reality as it is, not obsessing about being right or wrong, just living with what is and what is possible and what we can and cannot do. And we learn that after we give up drink, because drink just suppresses everything, mainly us, the real us. So Daily Reflections today is all about Tradition 11, November, and it talks about attraction, not promotion. So November 28th, attraction, not promotion. Through many painful experiences, we think we have arrived at what that policy ought to be. It is the opposite in many ways of usual promotional practice. And most usual promotional practice is to say there is a guarantee that this will work for you, we can fix you, and the answer is we can't. We learn to live sober, that's the gift. We found that we had to rely upon the principle of attraction rather than promotion. So for me, attraction is always what you see is what you get. And in fellowship you hear hardship as much as anything about how to live life, authentic life, without drinking. While I was drinking, I reacted with anger, self-pity and defiance against anyone who wanted to change me. And when we're doing that, anger, self-pity, and trying to stop people changing us, we don't know we're doing it. All we're doing is asserting, or even in an aggressive manner, saying, leave me alone, I can do it. All I wanted then was to be accepted by another human simply as I was. And curiously, that is what I found in AA. What you see is what you get. I became the custodian of this concept of attraction, which is the principle of our fellowship's public relations. It is by attraction that I can best reach the alcoholic who still suffers. Again, what you see is what you get. By relating our story of experience, strength and hope. I thank God for having given me the attraction of a well-planned and established program of steps and traditions. Now, the program of steps and traditions are suggestions. So you can't violate suggestions. Through humility and the support of my fellow sober members, it's everyone, not just one person. We lean on fellowship. If we lean on one other person, they fall over. And if they are silly enough to think that they can save you on their own, that's when everybody starts to suffer, especially the two people involved. Fellow sober members, the many. I've been able to practice the AA way of life through attraction, not promotion. So, when I do these videos, I'm very, very aware that the attraction, not promotion, and violation of things on a public level can make people very cross. But what do? How do we attract? What you see is what you get. I hope more people do videos, because open, honest and willing, showing the truth of sobriety works to an extent to keep me sober one day at a time. It keeps me able to see what's going on with my clinical depression and able to deal with my type 1 diabetes, things I have in recovery. But I'm still here, and even at 4 o'clock in the morning I can be happy, even though I'm not quite sure why. So for me, the whole concept of not trying to fix people, we haven't got an elixir in a bottle, we're not medicine men. And somebody said yesterday, and I loved my meeting last night, because it was about from the heart, how do we help each other? Because we have a feeling of kinship and fellowship, which is based on love, and not manipulation, not power, not trying to buy somebody in. It's saying, your recovery is going to be difficult, because life is difficult. All we do these days, we don't suppress our feelings. We get to know what they are and what they mean and how to deal with them. And even if it's 4 in the morning and I'm happy and I'm still not sure why I'm feeling happy, time will tell. And the answer is, I'm in a good phase of recovery. Depression is not as high as it used to be, or taking me down to the pit. My diabetes is average to okay, and I'm dealing with that on a daily basis. So at the level of press, radio and films, I don't think this video is ever going to be out there in that category of me promoting me and me telling you I can fix you. I can't. What fixed me was fellowship, leaning on the many and not just one. Not self-reliance, but self-esteem, allowing people in to see my vulnerability, which became my strength. So strength in vulnerability is a strange concept, but if we know what we're vulnerable to, and we have a lot of friends to support us, then we're all right. But if I try and do it on my own, I know where I end up, trying to fix myself, and I can't. I don't need to. I don't need self-will. I don't need self-will run riot. And what helps on a daily basis when things are going right or wrong is the serenity prayer to God or good conscience. And you can believe in what you believe in. That's the most important. You're unique and authentic, whoever you are. God or good conscience, the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, with help, and the wisdom to know the difference is for me just for today.